As both teams made their way out of the tunnel, these folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with the Houston Texans. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports.
Yellow, go on, 80! 15.
LeSean McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the counter, here's McCoy. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now a man who really came on late last year, it's Damian Williams. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 6 yards in the first down. Well, with Damian Williams, it's notable that the Chiefs didn't make a play to go after a big-time running back in the offseason. The coaching staff said back in May they didn't want running back by committee. They trusted Williams to be their starter. You remember last year he was forced into the starting role the final 3 games of the season due to attrition, and he really excelled. And then he was excellent in the playoffs against the Colts and Patriots. Strong indicator that he was ready to be the bell cow. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Let's get off the field.
And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week. And for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction. And when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed, and he will return this one to the 30-yard line. Kelsey, the intended receiver there, he's going through a rough patch throwing the football. 4 interceptions in that loss last week. Opening drive starts the game with a pick here.
But we did spend time with the head coach and the offensive coordinator and asked them, what did you see on tape? What did you see on film? And they talked about mechanics, making sure that he gets his feet underneath him, doesn't overstride, does a better job taking care of the football. And I think they're as shocked as anyone to see the first one of the game here in this one.
Yeah, he needs to start heeding their advice.
Mike. Set. 54. 19. Ready? 53 to Mike. 53.
On 2nd and 12, Watson. And the catch made by Johnson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Kill.
Play action for Miller. Now Watson. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brendan, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 27 yards there, a first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. They'll try and run for it with Miller. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the Chiefs' 11-yard line.
He's set. 19. 19. Mark 50.
Now it's Watson. Escaping the pressure right. Dumps it complete to Miller. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. From the gun, here's Watson. Flush to his right. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. No one attempted or made more field goals in Fairbairn last year. He was 37 of 42.
And they were grateful for every one of those that put 3 points on the board. But I'll guarantee you, Bill O'Brien, the head coach, is thinking to himself, we need to use them a lot less in 2019. Just make sure we score some more touchdowns.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mahomes now to throw. It's Kelsey on the ground.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. This will probably be the last play of the quarter. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Second quarter from Arrowhead, it's the Chiefs in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Yellow. I got little lady.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 38-yard line. Kelsey, such a valuable part of this offense. Made the Pro Bowl the last 4 seasons. 2018 being the most productive when he went over 1,300 yards, 10 touchdowns, and a great relationship between he and Pat Mahomes off the field. Very good friends. Attended a bunch of high-profile sporting events. Well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Jonathan Joseph will get the credit for the sack.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. There goes a deep ball, end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd down and 12 yards to go.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless, able to record his 5th sack of the season. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep for the Texans, Will Fuller. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And he takes this just about a yard shy of the 20. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. A nice toss play there to the left. More than enough room to move the chains.
And you know what I love about that play as a broadcaster? Seeing the big guys move. Seeing them get upfield and take out defenders. You know what I hated as a defensive back?
What?
That exact same thing. Seeing those linemen coming downfield, getting ready to blot out the sun.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, 81 yards. And the Texans are able to show off their quick strike ability. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive, and the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
Check 26, check 26. 15, 15. Nice hit.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Mahomes. It's Hill. Complete. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Throw left side complete. That's Wells. The completion there winds up a wash, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And that's when it's fun to play defense. When you're able to diagnose a play right from the beginning, get all your guys to the football, and spill the play, that's when you have a lot of fun playing on that side of the ball.
Rolling to his right. Looking to hit Matthews, but it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning.
Motion, motion.
On 2nd down now, it's Miller. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. Fielded just inside the 20. 21 yards. Well done. On the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
At their own 40-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 23 yards the pickup there.
And our Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working from the gun, Mahomes. This for his running back, McCoy. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
It seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Mahomes. There's the first NFL catch for the former Georgia Bulldog, Mecole Hardman. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Point after, up and good. And that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Throwing again is Watson. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Let's go, Mike 50. Let's go, team.
This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. The Pro Bowler Tyreek Hill, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and forever. Mahomes going to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. That one goes for 24 yards. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Sunday. Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here. It's the visitors, the Texans, out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, thank you, sir. A field goal separates these 2 teams as we come back for this second half. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Watson with a give to Miller. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Mike, number 53. Mike 53. I got him. He's crashing. He's checking crash. Check 99. Check 99. Mike 31.
On 2nd down and 4. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now Watson. And he fires one, but incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll try the right side with McCoy. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try to chip someone at the second level.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. It's a first down on a gain of 10. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it with McCoy. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on first down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Touchdown, Chiefs!
Well, this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting?
And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
That's a great job of working the sideline right there. I love how he tracked the football the whole way. Just reached up and pulled it in. Had excellent field presence to understand where he was in order to make that play happen.
He'll let this go for the end zone. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Texans have retaken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 17-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunity.
All the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Travis Kelce, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are once again going to retake the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive, and we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. From the pistol, they'll run with Hyde. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. Watson to throw on 3rd and 1. He finds his running back, Hyde. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Watson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Watson going to pull back the handoff and keep it himself. And the catch made by Hopkins. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Frank Clark able to record his 5th sack of the season. We're back now in KC. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. 3rd and long. It's Watson. Steps away to his left. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
Here's Watson. It's complete to Hopkins. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. A gain of 6 there on first. In 2018, Deshaun Watson had 5 fourth-quarter comebacks. Only Drew Brees of the Saints had more with 6. On 2nd down, it's Miller. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, they want to ride him down the stretch. He should have fresh legs.
Miller. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal. So it's 3rd and goal now, and this is where the Arrowhead crowd can make it very tough. from the gun. Here's Watson. And it's a touchdown. Deshaun Watson with his third touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are able to regain the lead. They were looking to pass the ball there, but they forgot to account for the man with the football.
Yeah, I can hear people right now saying, well, why don't you have a spy in your defense, someone who will dance with him and go where he goes? Well, oftentimes if you utilize a spy, you've taken away someone in coverage as well. And oftentimes, the spy, not as athletic as the guy he's trying to keep up with, so he gets defeated anyway.
And he turns 3rd and goal into a touchdown. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 29, Mahomes. It's complete to Robinson. Now Robinson coughs up the football. It's loose.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. So after the run by McCoy, here's another 1st and 10. They go play action. Now Mahomes. That's complete to Robinson. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They'll roll him out right. Robinson's got him. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. 27 yards there, a 1st down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's going to be swallowed up and taken down. Sacked back at the 5-yard line. To Sean Gibson. Give him the sack on the safety blitz. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. The quick slant caught. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Travis Kelce with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. They do tack on the extra point as well, and the lead is up to 5. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. action for Miller. Now Watson. He finds Hopkins complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 26 and a first down. A first down carry now for Miller. Darren Lee there to get him down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Watson. A crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie from UVA, Juan Thornhill.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Mahomes now to throw. Being chased out left, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Emmanuel Ogbah. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. Well, we saw a close game that kept us on the edge of our seats down to that final whistle. And right before that final whistle, defense with one last exclamation mark there, getting the sack to end it.
I love how you phrased it because we were waiting to see what would happen. Obviously, we thought something would happen downfield. Instead, it happens in the offensive backfield, and that's your ball game.